Number 1. When the... Just kidding. I can't do that. Are you crazy? What's going on, guys? Having a back to video, and today we're going to be talking about 10 more Clash Royale concepts that make no sense. We haven't uploaded an episode in over 6 months. God damn. It's about time we make another episode where we go over stuff you probably haven't even learned in school and use it to understand a game. And seeing half the comments talking about how it's just a game, bro. Yeah. Just as you thought I was done, I come back with more. Also, for those who want a cookie, make sure to like the video and tell me what kind. Yeah, sorry, the next giveaway is in July, but still, I just made a fresh batch. Don't leave me hanging, man. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. Why does the rocket have a smaller drop radius and splash radius as most spells, if it should be the other way around? Weird, right? Even if the rocket was very tiny, it would still have a massive radius because that's what explosions do. It's called a blast radius. There's a cool website called nuclearsecrecy.com that allows you to simulate this and choose your own type of explosions and pick which location you want. For this example, we're going to be choosing the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where I grew up, and we're going to be dropping a Davy Crockett. This bomb was the smallest nuke ever created. When detonated, the blast radius was nearly one side from the stadium to the other, and the air blast radius was the entire field. And the deadly radiation radius was 430 meters, way outside of the stadium. Compare this to the rocket in Clash Royale. The rocket seems to be way bigger, but has a very small total blast radius. And yeah, even if it was as small as the Davy Crockett, this is how much damage it would do to a Clash Royale arena compared to what it does in the game. Wow, I know, right? I'm not gonna lie, this was the most research I did on any of these episodes. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. How can you zap a golem if rocks don't even conduct electricity? Now this one doesn't require extensive research, kinda. It's just basic knowledge that rocks cannot conduct any electricity because it's an insulator. You probably learned this in school. Well, what about the diamonds in the back? Huh, HaVoC, did you not think of that? Those conduct electricity, right? No. They don't. They're also insulators. And even if these were not diamonds, they could be quartz or crystals, but those do not store energy the same way as a regular conductor would, meaning that the golem constantly stopping when zapped in Clash Royale would not happen that way. The same thing applies to the lava hound. Lava does not conduct electricity, therefore it would have no reaction to the zap. How does the miner's candle not go out any tornado? Like, what's going on here? This one is just self-explanatory. I mean, do I even need to explain this one? No. If you hold a candle and go outside and suddenly a tornado rushes and comes near you and wipes you away into a different area, I'd give you $1 million if your candle is still lit. So yeah, this one doesn't make any sense. Unless, of course, the candle is fake. But clearly, as we can see in this commercial, the candle is in fact 100% real. How do you have a bottle of liquid lightning? If we look at the art for all spells, it appears as if it's being kept in a bottle, and there's clearly liquid in there. So like, how? Lightning is not liquid, according to my extensive research that only took like 2 seconds to find out for this one. Lightning is neither gas, solid, or liquid. It's plasma. You've probably also learned this in science too. Additionally, containing lightning is a very difficult task because you don't exactly know where it's going to hit next, and it can only be stored in an incredibly large battery or capacitor to even try and contain it. So yeah, lightning in a bottle would be impossible, and to go even further, dropping the lightning wherever you want isn't even possible. How does the log go over the river? Wouldn't it like I don't know, just fall in the river, you know? We don't need any research. I mean, come on. I know it's just a game, and if the log can fall in the river, it would make it a bit useless, but since we are trying to explain things in Clash Royale that don't make any sense, we have to find a reason why it doesn't make any sense. But I don't feel like researching why a log wouldn't fall in a damn river if it was rolled toward it. I mean, come on. It's common sense, people. The log would not fly over it and keep rolling. It's unrealistic. So this one does in fact not make any sense. Why doesn't the freeze spell freeze the river? We've talked about the freeze spell in the past, but we've never mentioned how nothing affects the water. Like, come on, does that thing not exist? Like, why is there a bridge if the water plays no role absolutely ever in the game? Anyways, we're getting a little carried away there. The main topic here is the freeze spell and the river. If the freeze spell is able to freeze troops and concrete towers, it definitely has the strength to freeze the river, but it doesn't. In fact, the freeze doesn't seem to freeze any environment. It only applies a thin sheet of ice and snow, and yeah. This concludes that somehow the freeze is only able to freeze towers and troops. But why? You know, like, just why? In conclusion, the High Court of HaVoCville has deemed this to make no sense. What happened to the snowball's shadow? The snowball is huge, but the shadow is tiny. I mean, tiny. Now you might be saying, oh, maybe the snowball is lower than all the other cards, or it's higher. No. If the snowball was near the ground, the shadow would be identical to its real size. But if you throw it higher, the snowball would have to be really far to make its shadow appear that small. I put every card that cast a shadow when launched side by side to the snowball, and the snowball was the only one to have a abnormal shadow for the height at which each card is thrown. So, what happened here? I can't exactly tell you what happened because, well, it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, let's move on. Why can't the earthquake affect the Tesla? If the Tesla is underground and there was an earthquake right where it was, it would damage the Tesla or completely destroy it. The whole reason why earthquakes happen is all underground. The Earth's crust moves, which causes an earthquake and later damages the Tesla, but that doesn't happen. Now, an earthquake doesn't guarantee that the Tesla will be destroyed, right? But looking at the earthquake in the game, that looks pretty severe. If you ask me, I don't think that Tesla would even be popping up one bit after what just happened there. Why does the King Tower and Princess do the same exact damage per hit if they both have extremely different methods of firing? The Princess shoots arrows, and by the looks of it, they're just regular arrows. But in terms of the King, he has a cannon and it shoots solid iron cannonballs. I don't know about this one, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure arrows would do less damage than a cannonball made of iron. This one right here doesn't make any sense. How can you use a freeze in P.E.K.K.A.'s playhouse if the floor is literally on top of lava? In fact, the whole arena looks a bit hot to me. As we mentioned earlier, the freeze doesn't affect anything but troops and towers. But when you place a freeze on this arena, it should not work at all. And if it did, it would probably last a second or half a second. But HaVoC, what if the freeze was liquid nitrogen? Since liquid nitrogen has the ability to freeze things in a matter of seconds, in that case, no, it still wouldn't work. The effects of liquid nitrogen would not be enough to override how hot lava is. And assuming the arena sits right on top of lava like a slice of bread, nothing related to freezing or snow would even work. So yeah, this one definitely is a no. So guys, I think that should be it for 10 Clash Royale concepts that make no sense in Brawl Stars. Clash Royale, there we go. Wait, did I say it wrong? Alright, let me start over. So guys, I think that should be it for 10 Clash Royale concepts that make no sense. Part 6. If you guys want to see a part 7, make sure to leave your ideas down below. Comments was the only reason why I made this episode. You guys blew me away with the questions and interesting things that didn't make sense. So yeah, if you have anything that needs explaining, definitely check out the other 5 episodes and comment down below. Now, as for giveaways, I know you guys are probably missing them by this point, but trust me, in July, I have a big one going, so stay tuned for that one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. HaVoC Gaming out. Peace!